today as well. Game 5, Pacers looking to close out the Cavs in Cleveland. Cleveland would take a huge lead. They're up 19 points, but then Tyrese Haliburton just went nuts.
So Hallie, his ability to probe and his ability to knock down shots, big time. I mean, he is one of the best closers we're seeing in the NBA today.
Just watch him here. Again, Haliburton, 5 threes in the half. It had been a 19-point deficit. They cut it to 4 at halftime. And then here they come. Pacers now up by 4. So it's Cleveland playing for its season, and it's Haliburton on both ends.
Step through and one, powering through it.
When they're at their best right now.
31 points, 8 assists for Tyrese Haliburton. Donovan Mitchell doing everything he can, knocking down a 3 with his team down 9. So they make it a 6-point game. Next trip down the floor. He's fouled. Mitchell fouled on the 3. Oh, beautiful, right? This could work out great.
Missed all 3 free throws.
You're going to see them all.
All 3. He never 86% free throw shooter.
It's the first time in his career he's ever missed 3 consecutive free throws, being fouled on a 3. But his teammates would pick him up. They get the defense on one end. We're going the other way. And it's Mitchell. Those 3 points that he left at the line, he gets them here. Mitchell, 35 points and 9 rebounds. But in the end, it was just too much. Indiana. Pacers up by 3. Nembhard in the lane. Say goodnight, Irene. The Cavaliers' great season comes to a disappointing end. The Pacers are going on. Donovan Mitchell and company are going home.
Getting beat down like this, and y'all are gonna write something about us, man. And that's gonna be fuel. Like, fuel for everybody. Y'all gonna say a lot. Y'all are. And that's what it takes. So, get in the gym, weight room, nutrition, whatever the hell it is, and get back at it, because y'all gonna write us the but we'll be back. And let City down, let each other down. We'll be back.
What did you just say?
I just said I love how we're built, athletes, right? Like, think about this. First time they were number 1 seed since 2016. The defensive player of the year, coach of the year, all the records that they've broken, all the hypeful things that we've been talking about as it relates to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's how Donovan Mitchell feels at the end of it. And the reality is for him that there have been early exits his entire career.
Right.
This year, 2nd round. Last year, 2nd round. The year before that, 1st round. Year before that with the Utah Jazz, 1st round. 2nd round, the year
number
before
1
that.
seed with Utah.
So all that, right? So yes, there are going to be things written about him because they're deserving so, but I love it fuels him to continue to push forward.
Well, there's one really tough word that I need to use in this conversation. I'll put it in the form of a question. They had a magnificent regular season. But UD, when you look at it now in its totality, getting knocked out in 5 on their home floor in the 2nd round, is this Cavaliers season a failure?
Hell yeah. And they know that. I'm not saying nothing they don't know. Donovan Mitchell knows that. Max knows that. Those guys in that locker room know that. When you make a move to bring in DeAndre Hunter mid-season and you already have the number 1 seed, you're making that move to say, hey, we're going for it all. We want to match up with the Bostons. We understand we have small guards. We're going to address the issues and our weaknesses right now because we want to win it all. So hell yeah, they know that. And if it wasn't a failure to them, then I'm misjudging those guys in that locker room.
UD, who played for this franchise? Who won a world championship?
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
2nd most wins in franchise history for this team. You're damn right it's a failure. Those are the expectations.
Yes.
You gear up to beat Boston. You have a great regular season. This is proving the point that people were saying that you're a regular season team. I don't believe that, but that's what you live with in the offseason.
On the other side of it, Indiana, and I saw their coach Rick Carlisle telling his team in the locker room, Windy, you're now 8 wins away from an NBA championship. And I keep using this phrase, Windman, that you used at the beginning of the playoffs. You described the Pacers as a contender hiding in plain sight. Why is that?
They have an team that is incredibly built for playoff success. They had 6 different players average double figures in this series. They have a style of play that totally unnerves opponents. They picked up the Cavs full court the entire series. It totally blew out their guards' ability to get into a rhythm. And they've got a closer in Tyrese Haliburton, who has been just as clutch as anybody else in this postseason. And more importantly, they're playing with confidence. I'm going to keep updating this number. Now 42-16 since January 1st. This is a 1 seed, and now they've taken the mantle from the 1 seed.
Absolutely, and they move on. They will get in the conference final either the Knicks, who are certainly not unbeatable, or the Celtics, who will be without Jason Tatum, the Pacers have a real shot.
Brittany, I have to say this. I only have 12 superstars in the NBA. I only have 12 superstars.
All right.
I do feel like Tyrese Haliburton is on the verge of potentially cracking that, right? Because superstars are made in the postseason. Yeah. Last postseason, he was hurt. If they can get by the Knicks, because we all think the Knicks are going to beat the Boston Celtics and find a way to get to the NBA championship, he's right there to crack that.
And not only do they have a superstar, but everybody on that team stars in their role. And that's what I love about that team. There is no egos on that team. You have Naismith, who averaged almost 20 in this series. You have Nembhard, who averaged almost about 17 in this series, and they take the challenge on the other end. This is a team of roster of guys. Yes, they play the right way, but they also start in their role, and they have no egos about it at all.
Yep, they've been very impressive, steamrolling through Milwaukee, now steamrolling through Cleveland. And as their coach said, I'll say it again, they're 8 wins away from winning the NBA championship. We're going to get to
their second straight conference finals. Again, back with Brian Windhorst and Windy. What did Tyrese Haliburton prove to you in this series?
Dominant performance from Tyrese Haliburton, as good as he's ever been in the postseason. As a group, the Pacers shot over 50%. They had 6 different players averaging double figures, and so Haliburton took advantage of that. Not only was he a shot maker, as he was big time in Game 5, hitting threes in the first half, but he was a distributor. He had a selection of players to go to. He was absolutely under control, and most importantly, he played the game at his pace. When the Pacers play fast, they are dominant. You don't see teams typically have this kind of success playing fast in the playoffs. The Pacers can because of Haliburton.
It's in the name. Pacers now await the winner of the Knicks-Celtics series. Matter of fact, Wendy's going to stick around to preview Game 5, which is tonight in Boston.
Every other team in the NBA, we don't just have one guy who scores all the points, or, I think we defeat teams in different ways. We move the ball. The ball is flying. We got a lot of different guys making shots, making plays. I had a great game, but I think a big part of that was guys were finding me, putting me in the right spots. We knew they were going to throw a punch. We talked about that. We knew that they were going to, throw a haymaker there, but I thought we weathered the storm the right way and got going from there. So really proud of our effort and proud of this group.
What to watch for tonight? The Celtics looking to chip away at this 3-1 series deficit, but they'll have to do so without Jason Tatum, who ruptured his Achilles in the last game. Meanwhile, a win for the Knicks would be their first trip to the conference finals since the year 2000. Hello again to Brian Windhorst, back with us, SportsCenter AM. Thought he was getting Gary? Haha, joke's on him. How will Tatum's injury, Brian, impact not only the Celtics' playoff run here, but also their immediate future?
Yeah, this is just devastating on so many different fronts. Obviously, the Celtics were already in trouble in this series. They were going to lose Game 4 no matter what, so they would have been facing a 3-1 deficit. But now without Tatum, they don't have their offensive leader. They are going to have to get more offense from somewhere else. That obviously can come from Jaylen Brown, but also I think Kristaps Porzingis, who coming off that illness, he's only averaging 4 points a game in the series. He's a complete offensive difference maker for them. They have to try to see if he can give them more tonight. But beyond this season, the Celtics are facing a payroll of approaching $500 million, including luxury taxes, and a new ownership. And it's unclear what that new owner's plans are, especially if Tatum misses most or all of next season.
For what it's worth, from the Department of take it for what it's worth, right? 8-2, the Celtics without Tatum in the lineup this season. Not saying, just saying. Meanwhile, New York, talk about the numbers. They invested in Mikal Bridges in the offseason. How do you see that paying dividends so far here, Brian?
Well, let me ask you this. The draft order is now set that the first 2 picks that the Knicks set in Brooklyn will fall at numbers 19 and 26 in this upcoming draft. Do you think the Knicks regret it? They do not right now. Mikal Bridges has been a defining player in this series. I know Jalen Brunson has gotten a lot of attention for his heroics in the late game, and absolutely he should. But Mikal Bridges has been the absolute offensive engine in the fourth quarters of games 2 and 4. Those 2 huge moments for the Knicks where they're able to come back and get victories. Bridges, especially being effective offensively when Brunson has been able to rest on the bench, giving him the ability to come back in with a little more energy. And then obviously he's been a defensive playmaker at the end of a couple of these games. This has been a breakout series for Bridges as a Knick.
We knew the Jalen Brunson game was coming in this series here, Brian, going for darn near 40 points the last time out. How sustainable do the Knicks feel like Brunson's sort of offensive awakening will be here as they can close this series out?
They are going as far as Jalen Brunson can take them, and that strategy has been a winning strategy for them going forward, and they've been terrific on the road. Brunson is not afraid to deliver in road arenas. I expect you'll see the same mindset from him tonight.
It's going to be an interesting environment in Boston there at their version of the.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.